Hello, race fans, and welcome everyone here to Daytona International Speedway. I'm your host, Bill Dale. We'll be bringing you the live action as we continue our coverage of the MSRL Daytona Clash here with 40 laps at Daytona. And Daytona night race here going on this afternoon. We want to thank everyone for joining us as we fix to get underway. The drivers are in the cars. The cars are on pit road. They've just been given the command to start their engines. Given final preparations for a exciting 40-lap wild drafting bumper to bumper, door to door racing here at Daytona International Speedway. Thank you so much. This race being sponsored by MSRL, the Men's Senior Racing League, and we're fixing to get underway here very shortly. Want to thank all of you for joining us again. And by the way, a couple of stats on the track. 2.5 mile track here at Daytona International Speedway with a pit road speed of 60 miles per hour. Drivers are very cautious not to go over that, not to have a penalty slapped upon them, so they can stay on the lead lap. And if you go into pits here, you almost can go a lap down. But depends on if you like you got damage, and hopefully we'll have a caution-free race here as we get up on the way to top 8 or 9 drivers here on the track this afternoon. After qualifying has been, these are the top 8, 9 drivers that's going to run in the top 10 this afternoon. So provisions are in effect, but we'll get ready here to go just momentarily here. The command has been given for these guys to fire up the engines now, and we see the cars getting ready to go out on the track. As we see the pace car leading the field into the first turn. Let's give you a quick rundown of who's going to start where right now. And pole position this afternoon is Ron Blackwell from Woodbridge, New Jersey, driving that number 25 Chevy Camaro. Starting on the outside pole is that 03 Ferrari Fire Department Dodge by Jack Martell. Starting in third position is that Silver Bullet, that number 3 Good Rent Service Chevrolet Camaro right here this afternoon. Starting in fourth position is Roy Wynn, native of Snellville, Georgia, that number 14 Napa-sponsored Chevy SS. Number 5 in the fifth position is Ivan Champ from Valrico, Florida, in that Tampa Bay Lightning Dodge Charger. Number 19. Starting in sixth position is Mr. Val Woodricks in that 101 Toyota, sponsored by DeWalt Corporation. Number 7 is in that 40 St. Louis Cardinals sponsored Ford Fusion by Kent Thomas. And last but certainly not least is that number 70 Mountain Dew sponsored Chevy Camaro of Mr. Paul Brown. We'll be ready to go green flag racing here. As soon as these guys come around to turn 4 here, we should be able to get a green flag here. Let's rock and roll. These drivers are excited to get with it. We'll see what happens here. We're given the command, and the pace car looks like it may be, yes, the pace car is coming off the field, so we're getting ready to go green here, folks. And the man is waving the green flag. Here we go. 40 laps at Daytona International Speedway. We see Ron Blackwell leading the charge here on the first lap. Jack Martell on the outside, cars in the back shuffling around trying to keep the position. The 3 car backed off just a little bit. The 19 got behind him on it. They're going to try to get a run on him in the first lap here and see what happens. 3's working on the back of that 25 car trying to gain some position here. Oh, and that 3 dropped down to the bottom. Going to challenge Ron Blackwell on the outside. As these guys are getting it done here this afternoon, the 19 decides to go with the 3, and they're going through the front here this afternoon as they jump up in front of the 25, leaving Ron Blackwell out in the cold just a little bit. See a little bit side-by-side action up there with the 40 and the 03 and the 14 as they run 3 wide. And 40 drops off to the track, so evidently we've got a problem with the 40 car. As you see the rest of them in the field trying to gather up. And Mr. Kent Thomas has got some kind of problem here on his number 40 Ford Fusion here as he's sitting in the pits. Evidently he suffered some kind of mechanical issue, so he's out of the race. Tough break for Kent Thomas this afternoon here. We watch the front leaders up here. That 3 of Q Chestnut, he's jumped on the outside, going to let Ivan Shump, that 19, that 25, Ron Blackwell, go by him. Maybe a smart move on his part to let them guys lead so he can save some gas. We don't know. Falling behind these guys, running 1, 2, and 3, which is Ivan Shump, Ron Blackwell, and Q Chestnut in first, second, third position. Roy Wynn in the 4th position. Jack Martell and Roy Wynn battling out back there. Val Wilkinson and Paul Brown all working in cohesion back there in the back, having 4 cars in the back trying to freight train and catch them to the front. As we continue the only hit race afternoon with lap 3. He said, oh, look out here. A little bit of action in that right there. Like Ron Blackwell and Keith Chestnut got together here. Caution is out on the track. Caution is out on the track. Let's back up and see what actually happened here. As we, through the magic of gaming, we can go back and see what's going on with them. See, looks like together the Ron Blackwell kind of popped the wall just a little bit and got into the side of that 3 car, and it kind of bumped that 3 car off the track as he's turning his wheels to the right and not having no effect whatsoever. So there you see that 3 car trying his best to get her slowed down here to keep from hitting the wall or anything. Got the front wheels locked up on that car. But then going them kind of speeds, like 195, 200 mile an hour, it's going to be kind of tough to be able to get his car under control here. And he does, yep, he's going to hit the inside wall here, and that's going to pick the front of that car up and spin him around as he slides across the grass here, trying to make it stop as these cars go by. So that's going to bring out the caution here on lap 3. Going to have some damage on that car, so I imagine there'll be some pit stops made there. But looks like a little racing incident that Ron Blackwell got into the outside wall and came down a little bit and got into the 3 car, and the 3 car just got knocked on the infield. But that's a racing incident. It's like he's getting his car under control there to get back up to get back where he can gain control of it, get to the pits. So and you see that grass is real slick here, so 3 cars back out on the track, and the rest of them is late in the field. But the leader of the race right now is that 19 Dodge Charger of Ivan Shump from Valrico, Florida. He comes behind the pace car here on lap 4. Ron Blackwell in second, doesn't let I know what's for the wear. You see Roy Wynn in that number 14 Napa sponsored Chevrolet sneaking up there in 3rd position. Jack Martell in 4th, Val Wilcherts in 5th, Paul Brown in 6th, and Chestnut bringing up the rear here in 7th. Only 7 cars remaining here after lap 3. Caution here at Daytona International Speedway. So while we're under caution here this afternoon at Daytona International Speedway, we'll go to a station break. We will return momentarily. Yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ARN American Racing Network. I'm your host, Bill Deal. We bring you the live action here this afternoon at Daytona International Speedway. Caution is on the track here at lap by accidental incident that happened in lap number 3. These cars following the pace car around. The first lap of the caution was a mapping problem, so they got worked out. You see these cars coming down pit road, getting service for their cars under caution here this afternoon. It's going to bring most of you drivers down pit road here. I'm suspect that 3-car Keith Chestnut is going to definitely come down pit road. Been involved in a little incident between him and Ron Blackwell at on the backstretch at turn on lap 3 this afternoon. Is he going to be able to get into his pits? It's kind of a tough deal here. Looks like the 14 overshot his pit a little bit, but that's just the way it is racing. You see the 70 of Paul Brown get in and get out. Keep an eye on that 3-car and see how long it takes him to get out of the pits. But no, he does have some kind of damage, and he looks like he may be able to rock and roll here. Jack Martell in the 3-car and Jack Martell in the 03-car having to back up to get out of the pits. The 25 in the 03 coming out of the pits. So that's going to clear off the pits this afternoon with I think the 101 car of Val Wiltrich is stayed out, and he's gained the number 1 position following the pace car here this afternoon. The pace car that was supposed to be used this afternoon has some kind of mechanical issue, and they're using a spare pace car. Here as we come up on lap 6, come up on lap 7, completing lap number 6. You see that 101 dewalked Toyota Camry here in the lead this afternoon. So the car is trying to catch up to the pace car, lined up in formation. And you'll see that 101 peel off the track and go into pits and get some service for his car. So let's keep an eye on Val Wiltrich here this afternoon as he comes down pit road. See what kind of tires or gas. Definitely going to get some gas here because it's a 40-lap run. These guys don't have like a 22 to 28 lap pit window here. The pit road speed here is 60 mile an hour on pit road. So we see Jack Martell in the 03 Dodge coming in to top off the fuel and get right side tires. Val Wiltrich's going in and coming out of the pits at a little over 13 seconds. And Jack Martell getting the right side tires and fuel, and he comes out of the pits. So that's going to put Val Wiltrich in that 101 Toyota Camry in the 6th position here this afternoon. We watch Jack Martell bringing up the rear. That 03 Dodge Charger. It's going to put Ivan Deschamps in that 19 Tampa Bay Lightning Dodge Charger in the lead here this afternoon as they on lap 7 with Paul Brown, that Mountain Dew Chevy Camaro 2nd. Roy Wynn, that Napa number 14 3rd. Keith Chestnut has worked his way up to 4th position here. Ron Blackwell's in 5th. Val Wiltrich in 6th, and Jack Martell is in 7th. Car's going around turns 3, entering turn 3. Caution is still out on the track. We may be going green this time, guys, so keep your eye on the track. Word has it from pit road that they have cleared all the cars off pit road, and these guys are ready to go back racing. So they may clear the caution this time, or they may go around one more time. We don't know. And they will go around the track one more time under caution. So here live at Daytona International Speedway here, the boys run at nighttime here. Trying to run the 40 Lap Clash here at Daytona International Speedway, sponsored by MSRL, Men's Senior Racing League. If you want to know more about how you can run with these guys and have some total fun, search the website www.msrl.us, Men's Senior Racing League. The application online for you to fill out and become a member of this elite team. MSRL.us. They also have a Facebook page, MSRL. It's www.facebook.com/MSRL, Men's Senior Racing. And not everybody on this track is old, by the way. It ranges from 35 on up to whatever. We won't get into how old some of these drivers are, because if we did, we'd have to, instead of having these guys take a bottle of 5-hour energy, they would have to take a half a bottle of Geritol. But that's just the way it goes. But we see these guys working themselves into formation. Race will start double file. Actually going down the backstretch, and our backstretch camera catches the action here. Ivan Deschamps, our race leader here on lap 8. Guys fixed to go back green here momentarily. The command has been given to whichever one is getting ready to go. 32 laps remaining here at this race at Daytona International Speedway. Could be anybody's guess who's going to win it. We'll just have to see. Pace car is coming off the track. So yes, folks, we're going back green flag racing here. It's the guy on the stand, drops the green flag, and here we go. The 19 car of Ivan Deschamps jumps out in front, gets considered a little bit about a car length lead on the 14 car of Roy Wynn. It's Paul Brown in the 70 car and that 3 car. Keith Chestnut's working on the outside. Val Woodruff is working with them. Are they going to be able to have enough momentum to freight train around them? You see that 70 of Paul Brown working on the back of the 19 car of Ivan Deschamps. Roy Wynn dropping down toward the bottom here, running 3 wide in the back stretch, almost 4 wide. That 3 car has dropped down to the bottom here below the 70 car. Paul Brown has got that 101 car. Val Woodruff working with him. You see the 19 car and the 70 car up top working that top line up there on that track, coming out of turn 4 in the front stretch. Ivan Deschamps still in the lead here on lap 10, coming into turn 1 with Paul Brown right close behind him. The 19 and the 70 working para this afternoon, working down the back stretch here with Roy Wynn behind him. Keep chest behind Roy Wynn, so you've got a 1-2 punch in front this morning going down the backside of the track, coming into turn 3 and 4. It's 19, the 70, and the 14 working together. The 3, the 101, and the 25 working in the second pack here. Looks like the front 3 cars is walking away from the second pack of cars here, with the 3 kind of stuck in the middle, running the high side of the track. You see that 70 Paul Brown getting right up on the edge bumper of that 19 car, and that 70 makes a dive to the bottom. 19 trying to put a block on him but can't do it. So it's the 14 and 70 working together, with the 3 coming up behind them. Man, did you see that 3 car? He just shot out like a bolt of lightning, come out of nowhere, boom, right by that 19 car. That's what happens here at Daytona, folks, and all these big tracks. When you lose your draft, you drop back a little bit. You'll see that 19 car and falling back just a little bit, trying to catch up with the pack, with the 101 helping. All of them pretty well lined up now. You see Paul Brown in that number 70 Chevy Camaro here coming up down to the bottom of the track here, coming out toward the back stretch. 14 to 3 and the 19 all working together. Get a little squirrely back there. All of them fighting for the same piece of real estate. The 14 and the 3 working on the top. The 7 and the 19 working on the bottom. You see that 3 kind of goes high a little bit. That outside line does not work well like the inside line does. So them 3 guys, The 14, the 3, and the 101 is having to drop to the back as that 70 is taking over the lead here from the 19 car. Paul Brown Jr., your race leader here on lap 13. As these guys go into turn 1, Paul Brown, Ivan Deschamps, Ron Blackwell, and Jack Martell all take 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to put Roy Wynn, Keith Chestnut, and Val Witch is working toward the back. Ooh, looked like the 25 got into the wall just a little bit, got a little screw and backed off. So Ron may be suffering some mechanical issues out of that earlier incident. And Ivan Deschamps here is taking over the lead here this afternoon again. Jack Martell the second, Roy Wynn third, Keith Chestnut fourth, Val Woodford's fifth. Here they come at you. And they don't waste no time. They're coming up on lap 15 here. Ivan Deschamps side to go on the high side. Jack Martell's working with him. Roy Wynn stays on the bottom. And that 3 car right behind him, the 101 behind the 3 car, trying to catch up to play bumper to bumper here this afternoon. They wanted to play bumper cars here, and that's working out pretty good for the 14 because Roy Wynn looks like he's on the bottom. Is taking a couple, 3 or 4 car lengths above Ivan Deschamps here as they all work on the bottom. Now Ron Blackwell joins the guys on the bottom here as that 3 car continues to put pressure on it on Roy Wynn here as they go around the track. And you see these guys are all over the track trying to fight to get some air to their cars and get into the draft. So you see Paul Brown here dropping to the back. Roy Wynn still in 4th position. Now we got a new leader. Keith Chestnut, that 3 car in that Goodrich Chevrolet, the Silver Bullet, is out in front leading with Val Woodford in that 101 Big Walk Toyota right behind him. Ron Blackwell tries to make his way up there to the draft and be in the 3rd position. Roy Wynn in 4th position as these guys scatter all over the track and they're running 3 wide here in turns 1 and 2. Which is working with Keith Chestnut in the draft. They might be pulling away from the rest of the crowd just a little bit, and that's what them 2 guys want to see. They want to see them other 5 guys behind them fight for position. That'll put them in a better position to outrun them. See the 14 and the 19 working together in tandem. The 70, the 03, and the 25 working together. Where the 70 and the 03 is. 25 is on the bottom of the track trying to gain some momentum. You see Ron Blackwell drop to the bottom with that 03 and that 70 car working the high side. Like the 14 and the 19 is working hard to try to catch the front pack. Almost doing it. But that 3 and that 101 is not giving it up yet. They're still getting it done here. 23, 22 laps to go here in the race. Of Roy Wynn and 19 of Ivan Deschamps working together in tandem. No such things as friends out here when you get on these race cars. Get on the track, everybody becomes frenemies. As you see, the 14 and 19 now has caught the 3 and the 101, and the 19 gives that 14 a bump. So trying to get him up there, but that's kind of a dangerous place to give somebody a bump at in the corner because you can't get turned sideways in a heartbeat here at this track. That you have right now, the 3 cars in the lead. Keith Chestnut is the leader of the race right here at lap 19, I'm sorry. With Val Woodford second, Roy Wynn third, Ivan Deschamps fourth. As you see Paul Brown in the 5th position with Jack Martell and that 03 car in the 6th position working with him. And Ron Blackwell bringing up the rear. So, see Needs some changing around the guards up there in the front, so let's go back and see what's going on. The 14 and 19 has jumped down to the bottom here. And that's Roy Wynn, and that 14 Chevy SS is taking over the lead with Ivan Shop in second, Keith Chestnut third, and Val Woodchip in fourth. Halfway through the race here at Daytona International Speedway here at MSRL. Men's Senior Racing League here, the 40 Lap Clash. Now you see this car spreading out all over the place. These guys are impatient. You see the 3-car bumping the 19 trying to give him a push. The 14 dropping down and shooting down in front of the 101 trying to gain some position to stay in the draft. The 101 behind the 14. Now the 70, the 03, and the 25 is caught up to the lead pack. Are they going to be able to stay up with them? They're falling to the outside. Now they're trying to drop in down to the low track to stay with them. You see Roy Wynn and the 101 car jumping toward the bottom. The 19 and 3 is on top with the 70 joining the 3 up there on top. They're running 3 wide down the back stretch here this afternoon. These guys are something else. They're all over the track with this thing. They're trying to gain some position. Understand the necessity of trying to get out there and get it done, but you need to calm down a little bit and pay attention to what you're doing, because this will turn bad for them quickly. I see the 3-car challenging the 19 car. He has Roy Wynn drops down to the bottom behind the 3-car, the 70 behind the 19. The 3 and the 25 up top, 3, the 14, and the 101 on the bottom. Are they going to be able to get a run on them? Looks like that bottom line is working just about as good as that top line is with 3 cars versus 4, because that 14-3 and the 101 is working in tandem. And like that 3-car is going to be able to get the lead this afternoon. The 3-car Goodwrench Chevrolet of Keith Chestnut's out front with Roy Wynn on his back bumper. The 101 behind Roy Wynn as they all come around turns 3 and 4 here this afternoon. And we see Paul Brown in the 70 car get into the wall a little bit. Let's look back up that action here and see what happened to Paul Brown here. That's Paul got a little bit to come out behind the 19 car and got into the wall a little bit. He's trying his best to pull off of it and did get off of it. So Paul Brown getting to the wall here this afternoon, lap 22. Keith Chestnut, lap 23, still leading the race here. 17 laps to go here in the Daytona Clash 40 with Roy Wynn right behind him. As Roy Wynn gives him a little love tap on the back. And 3-car told Mr. Roy Wynn, said, hey, I didn't appreciate that. Let you know, making him dive down to the bottom, but quickly comes back to his sense and say, okay, you know, it's one you have, I'll get it back later. So now the 3 and the 19 is working together on top. The 14, the 101, the 25, the 03. On the bottom, got a new leader, Roy Wynn, here this afternoon. Roy Wynn is taking back over the lead. Val Woodchip right behind him. Ron Blackwell in third, Jack Martell in fourth, and Ivan Shunk fifth. Ivan Shunk said, okay, if you guys gonna go, I'm gonna go with you. So he jumps down to the bottom, and here we go. Let's go put that 3-car in the very back. 14 to 101 is working in time here now. The 25 is trying to catch up to him. You see Ivan Shunk in that 19 car diving down from the top to the bottom. Here with 15 laps left to go. You see Roy Wynn here from Snellville, Georgia, and that number 14 Napa sponsored Chevy SS leading the way down the back stretch. Val Woodchip, that 101 right behind him, Ron Blackwell behind him, and that Chevy Camaro. These conditions out here racing at night time are kind of difficult. A lot of conditions change between day and night. Transition from day racing to night racing here has made a little bit of difference. These guys are trying their best to keep their cars in the draft. If you lose the draft here, you just about, well, you're going to be in a position to keep Chestnut is in the back there. He's lost the draft a little bit. Let's see the deal with him. He's lost the draft for some reason or another. We don't know why. But see how far he is away from everybody, how far these cars off of him. This is a glass cam here. Do the roof inside cam, see how far these guys up. He's trying to make his time up, so he's not backing off. So you see the 3 car here running by himself in the last position. As he comes in and gets, he's coming into the pits. That's why he dropped back. Okay. 3 car coming into the pits here this afternoon. Running about 53, 54 miles per hour for not being careful, not get caught for speeding. Coming and getting service of his vehicle. The right side tires, is he going to get tires? Yes, he does. Does he get left tires? Yes, he does. He gets full of fuel. Here with about 13 laps left to go, he pulls out on the track and fixing to put a lap down. Well, you see these guys here coming on. He's running the bottom of the track. He didn't told you. Watch this guy. Outside. Ooh, Ron Blackwell hits, well, inside, outside. It's outside. So maybe that not been the thing to do for that 3 car. He should have stayed on the bottom. Or at least on the bottom of the apron. But that's racing. Trying to catch these guys. That's going to put him a lap down this afternoon here at Daytona. Shot running in 6th. Jack Martell 5th. As these guys coming down the tracks here, they're all of them peeling off, going to the pits. Let's see, Roy Wynn in the lead here. Paul Brown going by Roy Wynn. Evidently they forgot the speed limit here on pit road. Paul Brown is in his pits. He's gonna be the first out of the pits. Paul Brown got his service and he's gone. So Paul Brown out of the pits. Jack Martell, Ron Blackwell, Ivan Deschamps. Oops, a little bump right there. Val Wutchers and Roy Wynn made a little contact there in pit road. So it's a hurry, let's get it done kind of deal this afternoon. Ron Blackwell running in 3rd, Jack Martell, Paul Brown in 1st, Roy Wynn in 7th. Gonna bring Keith Chestnut up to 5th position. He tries his best to catch up to the 19 of Ivan Deschamps. Cars are pretty well scattered out here. See Jack Martell running by himself. Paul Brown with a right good lead over Jack Martell. Jack Martell running pretty close up in front of Ron Blackwell, Ivan Deschamps, and Chestnut. Val Wutchers and Roy Wynn. There you have it. Paul Brown, our leader here this afternoon. Had a good pit stop here, folks. Paul Brown was able to come into pits and lead the pits first. He's in the leader here at lap 30. As we approach lap 31 with only 9 laps left to go after he's crossed the start-finish line here at Daytona International Speedway at the Clash. Can somebody run him down? That's the question. Paul's out there in his own zip code. You see Jack Martell and Ron Blackwell I'm the Shomp Q Chestnut working together. Let's see. Let's talk back up with I'm the Shomp, and they're working hard to try to catch the front two. Jack Martell and Ron Blackwell running second and third here this afternoon. Across the start finish line with 8 to 7 laps, about roughly 8 laps to go. Are they going to have enough time to catch up to Paul Brown? Paul Brown out there running in a time zone of his own. As you see, he's got a good quarter lap or more lead on the rest of the field here at Daytona. Doing his own thing. I bet he's thinking, where's my beer at? Roy Wynn bringing up the back of the pack. Him and Val Woodford's here this afternoon. You see the 101 of Val Woodford running in 6th position. And Roy Wynn working together in tandem, trying to make up some time here on the field. The 3 and the 19 working together here, tracking and trying to make up some time. See out the windshield of Ivory Johnson, 19 Dodge. See that 3 in the back working. This afternoon. He may still have a little bit of steering issues out of the incident he got involved with earlier on lap 3. These boys are making up some time on the 03 and 25. 6 laps left here to go. You see these guys going out the back direction. Nose to tail. Ron Blackwell running in 3rd, Jack Martell in 2nd. Trying to catch up to Paul Brown, who's in a league of his own right here. As we watch go down the backstretch to see how folks these guys are. As you see, the 4th and 5th place car is almost caught up to the 2nd and 3rd place car. Now you see Val Woodchurch and Roy Wynn working in tandem trying to catch up. 5 laps left to go. Are they going to have enough time to do it? Gap between the 2. Oh, well, look out. The 3 and the 19 is almost off the pack. So let's go back here to these guys back here. These 4 cars is the 19 and 3 has caught up to the 03 and the 25. Working hard to try to keep that momentum going. You see the 19 and 3 dive down to the bottom. That lower line working a little bit better than that high line is. And Jack Martell is coming in front of the 19 car. We're going to block that 19 from trying to get around me. Now you see the 19 working on the outside. The 03 and the 3. You see a little bit of contact there between the 25 and the 19. That 25 drops down to the bottom, but the 19 in the rear of that pack. They're going to be able to catch Paul Brown with 3 laps left here remaining. It looks like they're working on him pretty good. They might be able to catch him the next lap or 2. Paul going to find some horsepower somewhere or another. He's probably going to be fast. It's good to be out front, but not be out front long, not at Daytona. As Kent Thomas there, he's retired his machine for the afternoon. Roy Wynn and Val Watcher still working in tandem. The other car is nowhere to be found. We'll shot of the lights there at Daytona. 2 laps left remaining here, folks. Can see what's going on here. The 25, the 03, and the 19. And now you see the 3 and the 70 racing one another side by side. Are they going to be able to do it? And the 3 takes over the lead here with only 2 laps left to go at Daytona. Paul Brown in second. Jack Martell in third. Ivan Deschamps in fourth. Now you see Jack Martell slipping up there behind the 3 car. Ivan Deschamps, Paul Brown, and the 03 car running 3 wide here this afternoon in the front stretch. As that 03 jumps in behind that 3 and they start drafting. Working that bottom line down there, the 19, the 70, and the 25. Shuffling around trying to get some position. Got 3 cars, the 03. Keith Chestnut, Jack Martell working hard this afternoon trying to make history. That you see that 03 car dumped down below that 3 car going to try to make a run on him. And he does. He takes over the lead. Off to the start-finish line. As you see that 19 working hard on that. You see the 19 get into the wall just a little bit. That's going to cause a little bit of a miss. Paul Brown bumping the 03 car. So Paul Brown is coming back overtaking second position. That's going to put the 3 car. And you see Ron Blackwell just nail the wall behind you back there. So evidently he is going to have some mechanical issues and damage. The 03, the 70, the 3, and the 19 working hard this afternoon. The last lap right here at Daytona, folks. The last lap of the Clash of 40. And it looks like it's going to be Jack Martell. Jack Martell has won the race, the 40, this afternoon right here at Daytona International Speedway with Paul Brown second, Keith Chestnut third, and Ivan Deschamps fourth. The rest of the guys coming into the field here this afternoon, and that'll see Jack Val Watcher at 6th, Roy Wynn 5th, Ivan Deschamps 4th, Keith Chestnut 3rd, Paul Brown 2nd, and Jack Martell is your race winner. So there he is, folks. There you have it. Jack Martell, the race winner here at the Clash at Daytona on MSRL. I want to thank y'all so much for joining the race this afternoon. And we'll see you guys next week at the Daytona 500. Until then, this is Keith Chestnut with the rest of us here, Bill Deal, and saying so long. See you next week.